Hey you guys, I'm back with another video. It's Save Time with Tori here, and I came here today to teach you guys another lesson. I've been gone for I think a day or two, or I'm not sure. I think it's only been like one day, but I'm trying to be more consistent. I don't see the daily vlogs coming anytime soon, so it's probably gonna be like a every other day setup, or maybe every 2 to 3 days. No more than I'm trying not to skip more than 1 or 2 days at a time because I'm trying to get monetized. But anyway, today's topic is going to be about you can't control a man, which you can't. So stop. But there are tactics to where you can persuade and what's the word I'm looking for? I guess it's persuade, really. You can kind of like suggest your ideas in a certain type of way that'll make it seem like it's a group decision versus something you just want to do on your own. But those are tactics that I really I, I don't really want to put it directly on these videos right here. I might save like some of the juicier shit for the Patreon, which I don't have yet, but I'm working on it. They don't. I don't think they let you do that until you get monetized or whatever. So basically, whenever whenever they start paying my monkey ass, then at that point we can I'll open up a Patreon to where there'll be additional information there that may be just a little bit inappropriate for these YouTube videos. So I don't want to get demonetized. Well, like I say, I'm not even monetized, but I don't want to get my channel flagged and things like that. But there are some tactics that you can use to kind of sort of sometimes get around the situation. But like I said, that'll be on later on down the line. But yeah, number one, nagging don't work. Just cut it out. Just cut it out. You talking like nonstop and bitching and like that's not probably gonna work. It's just gonna make him run away, go isolate, or possibly to another girl. So if you say it once and if it's not received, then you're just gonna have to figure out another way, because obviously that's not gonna work. And what they say, you attract more bees with honey. So by spitting out vomit or whatever, that's not gonna motivate anybody to do anything for you. Like, it's just like a mean person, you know what I'm saying, asking you to do them a favor. Are you really gonna do it? Because I mean, they've been treating you like shit, and they've been bullying you and shit like that. So what would motivate you to actually do it? Versus you have a person that's like, hey, in a sweet tone, wholesome, and just giving off good vibes. It makes you want to do it because they're, what I'm saying, they're um giving off good energy. But you have somebody that's just doing the absolute most and think that's gonna convince them or motivate them to do something for you. It's probably not gonna work. So I suggest you not take that route, because it's gonna do more harm than good. And then get back. If you try to get mad and get revenge, or walk around salty and with an attitude, people know people ain't stupid, so don't do that either. It's just giving off the wrong, nobody wants to be around a sourpuss, and that's just facts. Everybody loves to be around the bubbly people who are always positive and always have some good news and thinking on the bright side. And those are the people we admire, and that we wish we could be like, because most people are always stressed out about something, or down in the dumps for whatever reason. So when you encounter these people who are like bouncing off the wall, excited about life and things like that, we want to kind of gravitate towards them and be around them. And we're intrigued by their their confidence and things like that. So, you know, when you're doing the opposite, you know, you're hard to deal with and things like that, it's not really gonna help you much. So, and then it shows like untrustworthiness. Like if you know, if you don't get your way and then all of a sudden you just start like acting a fool, and you know, they, you know, people might think you're a cheater, you know, because it's showing signs that you're a revengeful person. Like if somebody don't do something for you, or things don't go your way, or you know, if you're upset for any reason, like it's giving off like, I don't know, serial killer, psycho vibes. Like, you know, I know most people have that instinct to want to like get somebody back, you know, like when you get cheated on, and you know, people do you wrong, do you dirty, they snake you and stuff like that. I know your first instinct is to like, you know, throw them hands, or you know, or just whatever, you know, do something sneaky and vindictive. Like that's not the way to go. That's really just going to make the situation worse, and the relationship might just, you know, dissipate for that reason by itself. So you started off with one problem, now you got a 10,000 of them and possibly no man. So, you know, get back. That gives off a bad character trait for you. You know, it's not giving feminine, because females, you know, feminine, highly feminine women don't act like that. They don't run around planning their revenge and trying to figure out ways to, you know, get your lick back. That's never a good idea. And mind games don't really work no way, because people ain't stupid. Like they know that you're acting like this because of X, Y, and Z, because you weren't doing this before, but now, you know, you got the stank face and shit like that. So, you know, people know why you mad, and you know, it don't work. They're gonna wait you out more than likely, or they might not. They might go ahead and whatever, just to get what they want from you for that at that particular time. But I don't really think that's gonna change the situation as a whole. Like whatever you're mad about, that, you know, it still needs to be fixed. So you know what I'm saying? Like don't try to do the, you know, the mind psychology tricks unless you know what you're doing. Now let me put a disclaimer in here. Mind games do work, but not the way that most of y'all women be doing it. Like there's a way to do it, and there's actually a couple of channels on here to where you know, they're speaking on tactics that you can use to, you know, get what you want done. But that the way y'all new school people be doing it, that ain't it. Like hollering, screaming, and playing get back, and twerking on them headlights, and not coming home at night, and posting all this, you know, this shit on the gram with you, like with your friends, turning up drinking and stuff like that ain't cute. You know, it might make him feel slightly, you know, I put the air quotes, but there might be a better word, insecure, or they might make them feel like slightly, you know, worried that, you know, things might be, you know, going left. But at the end of the day, you know, once they stop and think about it, like it actually hurts you. It makes you look thotty. It makes you look like you're irresponsible and bratty, and you know, it just it doesn't work. So just cut it out. They're gonna peep game, and they might start playing games right back with you. So now you're just going back and forth. He's playing games, you're playing games. Nothing's getting accomplished. The problem's still not solved. You're just sitting there going back and forth, trying to see who gonna win this game. Like ain't nobody got time for that. Like just, you know, just don't. If they want to, they will. And that's that. I know you've heard that somewhere, some way, somehow. But if they want to, they will. You know, I've seen, you know, busy CEOs like clear out their whole schedule for the day for the right girl. You know what I'm saying? They'll, you know, have their secretaries and stuff do something knowing damn well they're supposed to be in the office doing work, but they'll, you know, rig it up some type of way to where, you know what I'm saying, they'll have the day, you know, with their boo thing or their wife or whatever. So, you know, if a CEO, a multi-million dollar man is doing all that, then, I know a broke motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way. So, well, you ain't gotta be broke, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the average man, if the CEO can pull it off, then I ain't trying to hear no shit from nobody else. Like, why you can't spend time with me, and why you ain't, no, nope. Don't beg for time. Like, if they're not giving it to you on their own, then you go find it somewhere else. You fill in that gap with a whole nother person, just in case this shit don't work out. But this in a whole nother video. I don't know what I'm gonna name that, but like, we ain't waiting around for none of that. So, like, if you're acting unserious, then I'm gonna act unserious. If you call me once a week, I'm gonna call you once a month. Like, I know it might sound like I'm playing games. It might sound like I'm, like, going back on what I just said, but, like, no, that right there is not called playing games. That's called knowing your worth. Like, you can't chase somebody who, well, I guess you can. I mean, I guess people do it every day, but you shouldn't. But you shouldn't be begging for nobody's time. Like, they should be wanting to give it to you on their own. Like I said, if the higher ups with loads of things to do can make time for their wife, or to sneak side chicks in during the day so they don't have to do it at night because they got a wife at home type shit. If they can pull it off, then I know damn well, like a regular person, working on 9 to 5, and they go home at night and the rest of the day is theirs, versus a man who's running a business, who comes home and still doing more work. But anyway, the point is that don't beg. If they're not giving it to you, you start dating other people on the side, and then if things get better on the other end, then y'all can pursue that. But you sitting around waiting on this person to give you what you want. Like, I don't know how old you are, but, like, that's playing with fire. Like, nobody has time to waste. Like, life is short, especially with all the chemicals and shit in the food, and it's just in the air, and, like, it's just no, we ain't doing that. And don't try to smother him either. Like, I know a lot of women, they think, oh, well, if I'm with him 24/7, oh, if I go with him to his baby mama house, then he can't cheat, right? If I pick him up from work every day, there's no way he can find time to cheat. Girl, bye. I done seen some motherfuckers fucking behind the dumpster. I done seen some people, what I'm saying, fucking in the bathroom. I done seen it all. Like, if a motherfucker want to cheat, they're gonna cheat. It don't even matter, like, what you do. He can be with you like 7 days a week, but when he step out to go grab the milk and come home with the milk, he can be fucking in the back seat of the car. Like, you can't stop a man. You know what? That's a whole nother video. You can't stop your man from cheating. Like, if that's what he wants to do, if he's already sick of you, then that's probably next on the list. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but, like, I mean, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing in the first place, like I said in some of my other videos, femininity, carrying yourself well, and whatever. But even then, sometimes that shit don't work. I mean, if you're dealing with a narcissist, or just a shitty person in general, like, it really don't matter how good of a woman you are, it's not going to work. But you can do some things on your end to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing as a woman. Like, you can't expect a man to treat you a certain type of way if you're not carrying yourself a certain type of way. So just make sure you're not the problem or whatever. But like I said, there are men out here, they're just cheaters, they're players. That's what they do, that's what they like to do. Or maybe they haven't grown up yet, or maybe they just got out of a relationship and they just want to, you know what I'm saying, be free. I don't really know. I mean, I know, but everybody has their own reasons for childhood trauma, things like that, abandonment issues. Like, everybody has their own reason for cheating, but you can't, there ain't nothing you can do if you're dealing with a shitty person. But if you're not dealing with a no good person, then It might mean that you fell off somewhere, you let yourself go, you're starting to like I said earlier, nag too much, you're giving off a vibe that he ain't really rocking with no more. So um in that case, you might can, flip the switch. I got a video coming out here soon about how to reverse, like once, a man kind of like wrote you off slightly, sort of, but not all the way. How you can, bounce back. But to be honest, a lot of times there is no bouncing back. But in certain situations, depending on how much he loved you and what type of ties y'all got already, sometimes in some certain situations, it can be reversed. But like, it's best just not to do it in the first place because the results may vary. But anyway, you might be mismatched. I mean, at the end of the day, like, just think about it. Like, you're arguing, you're fighting, you can't agree on anything. You got to jump through all these hoops to try to, secure the relationship. It might just not be for you. You know, that's that, to be honest with you, a majority of the time, that's the problem with a lot of these relationships these days. A lot of people are mismatched. They're just hooking up because I like you, you like me, you're cute. We think each other is attractive. Our hormones are raging. I'm lonely, whatever the reason may be. Like, people just, trauma bond, toxic situationships. Like, a lot of people are just getting together out of, like I said, one of those reasons. Nobody's really, hooking up for, genuine love and things like that. It's just mostly toxic relationships that I see nowadays. Like, nobody's staying married that long. It just, you blink and I'm outside, like, it's just a whole lot going on. But to be honest, a lot of these relationships are just mismatched. You're with the wrong motherfucker. Like, that ain't the person for you. And I mean, they might need some healing, they might not need no healing. They might just, like I said, just mismatched. Just kind of like putting the wrong zodiac signs together. It's like putting a Aries with a Cancer, like, or like a Pisces with a damn Sagittarius. Like, this shit ain't gonna work because one person is like super emotional and deep in their feelings, and then you got this other person that's a fire sign that's like love all this excitement, and they love to switch it up. And if you got this Pisces here that's like a homebody, and that's expecting all this affection, but then you got this fire sign over here that ain't really affectionate for real, for real. And so now you're clashing. Now this person is asking for more attention, and this person is feeling smothered, and then this person starts getting mad and angry. Now this person mad and angry because this person is stressing them out, and now you got problems. So a lot of people are mismatched. Just try to charge it to the game and move on slowly or fastly or however fucking fast you want to move. But like, it's more than likely a mismatched situation or a toxic situation, and that's up to you to figure out, what I'm saying, which one that is. But most men are not looking for, another mother. So you sit around telling him, hey, fold your clothes, or you go in there and fold them even worse. You know what I'm saying? You go in there cooking him meals, like that ain't your, what? Got my handy dandy notebook. We ain't cooking and cleaning for no man that ain't put no ring on it. Like I said in one of my other videos, you can give him a sample of something, like, here and there, sporadically, just to let him know that you can cook, because, some men don't want to, kind of commit to you all the way unless they know that you can do certain things like cook and clean, take care of the house, stuff like that. So, you don't want to like just cook absolutely nothing and he knows exactly like zero about, your cooking skills, because, they say a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. But you know what I'm saying? I'm going to kind of sort of debunk that issue. That's not always true. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's true, but it's not that's not going to save you. If the rest of your relationship is fucked up, you cooking him a bomb ass steak, it's not going to work. He's just going to take that steak and eat it and shit it out, and then go to the next girl's house and use that energy to blow her back out. So like, he's just going to use you for a hot plate. So don't do that either. But just don't turn it to his mother. Like, you can't control a man. Like, you know, he already got a mama. He wants a, you know, a woman. He doesn't really need another person telling him what to do. That's, you know, his mama got that covered already. But anyway, that's pretty much the video. You can't control a man. Don't jump through hoops and like do shit that's like outlandish just to like keep the relationship going the way that you want it to go. It's supposed to naturally do that without you having to put in too much effort. So if you're, you know, just exhausted from the whatever you got going on, that means you're doing too much. You need to slow down, take a step back, and let this man come towards you. Let this man fix the problem. Let him work it out. And if he doesn't, then that probably means you mismatched. Like I say, a lot of these relationships are just not, you pick wrong, god damn it. And let's just call it what it is. But anyway, I'm probably gonna drop another video right after this one. I don't know how fast they're gonna upload, but yeah, I'll be back here in a second. You'll see the same outfit, you'll see the same face, you'll see the same car and all that. I really want to get back to my whiteboard, but today is not a good day. Like I said, my kids are at home and stuff like that, so I don't want to do that at this very moment. But in the next, well, not the video that I'm going to do right now, like I'm telling you right now, but tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to break out my whiteboard and we're going to dive a little deeper into a different topic. But as for this video right here, that's it. The point is, you can't control nobody. Just stop. Okay.